National Football League, and our focus is on Darnell Washington. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Steelers and the Pats under the lights on Monday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Opting to run again here with White. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brady to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Brady now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a quick throw to Moss. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. The slant caught by Amendola. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Brady. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That is caught by Moss for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays and try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Roethlisberger will throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 30 line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Down to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up in the...
the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Pats have retaken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, it's a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And it's caught here, Amendola.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. 20. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to... about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
Roethlisberger. Tammy's got it. Complete. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 22 yards.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This is caught.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run straight ahead here with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he gets this from the midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Brady. Amendola has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The Steelers at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he is caught. And some room to run now.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know One big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play as borne out by the numbers. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and 3. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with a
his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Brady going to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. Brady, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for him as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a pass